We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Spencer Turnbull, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So striding in, Mike Trout. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
You know, this guy affects the game, Dero, in so many ways. He drives in runs. As a matter of fact, he's 3rd in the league right now in runs batted in.
Yeah, we need to honor the RBI a little bit more. I know it's a total team stat, but in today's game, there are guys who have a knack for the ribby, and he's certainly one of them.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Striding in, Rob Farr, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday.
Hey, have a rip, like you can't.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. And there's one away. So digging in now, Rob Farr.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Get a good rip on it, huh?
Drilled to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Digging in,
now
A.J. Reed.
First baseman, A.J. Reed.
The 3-1. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now at the plate, Brendan Rodgers.
Now batting, the designated
Farr
hitter,
over at second. Reed at first with no outs. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Theis is under it as he puts it away for out number 1. Settling in now, Nico Goodrum. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nico Goodrum becomes out number 2 this inning.
now batting, second baseman, Franklin.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Farr rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and he's safe as the gap shortens to 4 now.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
Into the box now, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and deep to right center. Back goes Trout to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, and he's the type of player that's thinking triple as soon as he hit it to the outfield. Pretty elite speed on display here as he rockets around second. Would have taken a perfect play and relay to even have a chance to throw him out here.
Striding into the box, A.J. Reed. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. Stepping into the box, Gene Segura. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Segura.
Ground to third. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in now, Rob Farr.
Number 1, Rob Farr.
First offering on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, let her rip. 1 time.
There's a shot out to right center field.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go 2.
And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
The batter.
At the plate, A.J. Reed, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up.
Round it hard, round it hard.
Fernandez waits on it. And that ends the inning. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. 8. So standing in, Rob Farr, and all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll get back in safely. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Payton is there, 2 down.
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
The tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. and he's proven to be as
Our
reliable
final line score
as
tonight.
anyone in the game.
First for the victorious Angels, 1 run, 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men up.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it starts right now. Michael Fulmer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Into the box now, A.J. Reed, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for, and he just manages to get his hand in. A runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to the right side, scooped up, Segura for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right.
Here's Justin Upton now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Designated hitter, Justin Upton.
To third, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Angels strand a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Back now for the Tigers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. They come in ranked in the bottom part of the league in both strikeouts and runs scored. One player told me, "It's frustrating for sure, but more than anything, I feel bad for our pitching staff. They go out every day trying to keep us in ball games, but right now we're putting a lot of pressure on them to be perfect with the lack of run support we're giving them."
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will... Ready for another shot now. Ryan Burke. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Ryan Burke.
On the ground to the left side. One there.
That's an out.
On to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Rob Farr. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Here comes the 0-1. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall.
Down.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Now a throw homeward is offline. My goodness. On a good round number for him there, as that's now 250 hits on the season as he creeps ever closer to that single season record. Ready for another chance? A.J. Reed. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. digging in once again, Jalen Davis. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded weakly toward third.
Let's go,
and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. Swing and a ball served into center field, and it's going to work out. A base hit. And that'll score the run from third, and don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Anderson has got it, and the side is retired. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. We'll look at.
Hey, keep going up there. Clutch up. You're next.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Hey, come on, big guy. Need you right now.
Here we go. No one better.
From the belt, the pitch takes this the other way to right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Don't blame me for the loss. I got on base twice.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball comes your way next. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Let it rip right here. We need you.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trout giving chase. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Runners going, and he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series, 0 for 7. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The center fielder, Jalen.
And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
The designated hitter.
Coming to the plate now, Brendan Rodgers, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Nico Goodrum. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. The 0-2. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a line drive. But a foul ball.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. High and deep to right center. On the move is Upton. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Here's the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this.
Hey, here we go.
Stepping in, Rob Farr, 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends.
Here we go, one time like a big dog.
So striding forward now, Rob Farr, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard.
In now, Rob Farr, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field. So his remarkable season continues. And the Tigers have cut the deficit. Now it's a 4-2 ball game. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
4-2 the final score today.
I got base twice and you guys couldn't bring me home. I tried advancing the runner, but the guy on second didn't even run.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Detroit find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Spencer Turnbull is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
The shortstop.
Standing in, Jorge Polanco, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive bat in his hand so far. And there's out number 2. Stepping up now, Rob Farr. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
It's really hard to put together one of those monumental seasons. This guy's got a shot at the triple crown, hitting well over 300 in his last 10 games. Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Batting 4.
Coming to the plate now, Jalen Davis. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, JJ.
Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Stepping up now, Brendan Rodgers, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler's there for it. And the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Double play ball here as this is on the ground. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category as his total is currently tops on the Tigers squad. Stepping in, Jalen Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jalen Davis.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. One hit's all they get. At the plate, Rob Farr, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back up the middle. Speared on the dive. He goes to first. It's there, and he's out. All set for the start of the inning. Up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit on the short. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away. Digging in, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Now a line drive, and that may be enough to break our tie. That's down for extra bases. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 4-3 game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Brendan Rodgers bats next.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Come on.
The 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with a win and are hoping to build on that now.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Detroit Tigers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Casey Mize claims the win out of the pen, his first. Taylor Rogers closes the door for the save, number 36 on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Nate Pearson gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
First offering on its way. Runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Always take the pitch.
Hey, keep swinging that hop back, kid.
If your teammates trying to steal second.
The 0-1 offering. High and deep to right center.
You're going.
Buxton is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Into the box, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here. Capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
See you driving. Let's go right here.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away.
All right, one more time right here.
Here's another 0-2. Hard on the ground toward short. Scooped up. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
The left fielder.
Standing in, Willie Calhoun. The 3-0 pitch. There's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
3-0 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
The right fielder.
Striding in once again, Jalen Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Arise is under it, and he's got it for the first down. Brendan Rodgers bats next. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Now the 3-2 pitch. Softly hit to the left side. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Now batting, Rob Farr, and their runners at the corners now.
Get yours right here, huh?
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Here's Byron Buxton now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Buxton.
One out now, one out.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Farr is there, 2 down. Now in the box, Rob Farr, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. Rob Farr has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Ready to take his hacks again. Rob Farr, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll reach second now with one away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Runner at second, one away, and into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. 0-1 pitch on its way. Weak grounder back to the mound, and that's the second out. At the plate, A.J. Reed, runner in scoring position with two gone.
The first baseman, A.J. Reed.
Last breath for the Tigers. Hit on the ground to third.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over. 7-4 the final finish today. Colin McHugh earns his third win of the year in relief. Arodys Vizcaíno.
Didn't get me home twice. My fault in the next inning on the 5th. Couldn't bring anybody home. Bunting.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Rob Farr takes aim at the single-season hits record. Coming up next. Jameson Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. 3-pitch mix, 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball. Overhand curveball and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep in the game, and he can rack up a pile of strikeouts.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Left fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. So his remarkable season continues, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Farr is camped under this one. And that's out number 2. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rob Farr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Polanco is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Tigers.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Pirates. Number 36, Jose.
Down the line at third. Reined in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Rob Farr comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Next up for Detroit, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Yeah, good rip on it, huh?
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Pitch outside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Let her fly right here.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Detroit Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Michael Fulmer gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Jamison Taillon is charged with another loss, his 18th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Tigers, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Interleague baseball next. Joe Musgrove will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
The third baseman, Farr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped up.
Damn it.
Shiner is under it. One away. So coming to the plate, John Ryan Murphy comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this. Down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And with one gone now, time for a check of the standings in the American League Central entering today as you get a look at where the Tigers find themselves entering play. Ready now, Rob Farr.
Third baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, there you go. Good piece.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Now the 2-1.
All right, one time, right here.
Popped high in the air. Shiner has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Come on, baby. Stay hot up there.
Digging in, Nico Goodrum, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for...
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field.
On the back.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Row. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Now here's the Detroit pitcher, Matthew Boyd, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Now to the plate, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Reynolds is on the move for it. He's through first and hustling for second. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
Get out, slide.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple. Well, they don't get much bigger than that one right there. He's now tied the single-season base hit record.
Oh, man, what an amazing year he's had so far. One more base hit, and he'll have an unprecedented season. Stay tuned, everybody, because it's about to get crazy.
So stepping in, A.J. Reed. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
A.J.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reynolds is there. Let's see if they try it. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Ready once again, Rob Farr.
The third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to short. He's got it.
Run it out, run it
Throw
out.
on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, oh, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound. And that one will put him over the top. He's now broken the single-season hit record. His crowd is going crazy, as they should, recognizing the historic magnitude of really an unbelievable accomplishment.
You realize how hard it is to break the single-season hit record? You're facing lefties, righties, starters, relievers. This is one powerhouse season that he's had.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, great job right there.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. His past history with Keone Kela. He's 1 for 5. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. There's one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Kevin Newman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-2. Here's a pop-up now. Goodrum has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. Detroit put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Harold Gonzalez wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Trevor Rosenthal works 2 full innings in relief to record the save. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kenta Maeda will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Buxton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One hit. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the in.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
Bottom of the digging in and looking for more. Mitch Garver. He singled his last time up.
Mitch Garver.
The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding in, Rob Farr. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third. Not a good. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get enough into the gap.
I got it.
Slater is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
For the victorious Twins, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Devin Smeltzer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. All set for the start of the 4th. So digging in now, Rob Farr.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. And that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Slow little roller to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Digging in, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Striding in, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
To second for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there. So it's a runner at first with two men out. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Casey Mize gets the win in relief, his second. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Rob Farr, with the season winding to a close, the AL's leading hitter makes his case for a batting crown. Next. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's one of the top strikeout pitchers in the league. Over 225 strikeouts so far on this season alone. And when he's on, you're going to see a lot.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone into the front row of bushes. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Unbelievably, his 80th of the season, as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. From the stretch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Round it, find the ball, find the ball.
So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Calhoun.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Now batting, first baseman, A.J. Reed.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Into the box now, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken high and deep to right. Racing back the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. And a ground ball to third. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Leading up for the Tigers, the third baseman, Farr.
Pitch on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Come on, extra bases,
He takes the turn and heads for second. And that is off the wall. Around second now and headed for third.
Get out.
And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game. And he's now secured his 4th knock of the day. Even for him, this has been a great performance at the plate.
Warning, warning, somebody wants a batting title. People better wake up. Guys around him, they're going to check the box score and start to panic a little bit. A 4-knock game is pretty special.
The left fielder, number 8.
Settling in now, Willie Calhoun. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 6-3 game.
Well, this ends up being a sac fly, but you gotta love the effort out there. Sacrificed his body to make that catch, and I'll tell you, that didn't feel good. Well, it's almost automatic for this guy as he puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season. Clearly, this guy is one of the best in the game.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair.
Tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 minutes.
You're out.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it starts right now. Masahiro Tanaka will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. In now for Cleveland, Scooter Gennett.
Second baseman, Scooter.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So one away here with the bases empty. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez.
I got it.
Number 21 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Striding into the box, Rob Farr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this.
Well, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left, so his remarkable season continues, and the Tigers have cut the gap to 3-2 now. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year.
Come here, Mike.
Digging in now, Rob Farr, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Pick it up.
And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
The left fielder, number 8.
So stepping in, Willie Calhoun, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping into the box, A.J. Reed. Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And the second runner will pull up stakes over at third. So 1 run is in and the bases stay loaded with 2 away.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Shields is there, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Some more of the striding in for the Indians, Roberto Perez. Tanaka sets his sights. 1-1 pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. No change in the score. It's 3-3.
Third baseman, number 1, Farr.
First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is DeShields. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Tigers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Harold Gonzalez wins out of the bullpen his 9th victory of the year.
The victorious Tigers, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 12.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Nate Pearson gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little. Was able to get into the 7th inning. No decision in his last one.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Into the box now, Rob Farr. He's kept his average up in recent games. The competition has been fierce, but so far he's managed to fend off all comers in pursuit of a batting title.
Yeah, and if you're going to win a batting title, you wouldn't want it any other.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rob Farr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, look at this sliding stop. He is out. Down in order go. Ready for another shot now. Rob Farr 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball here. 0-1. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Digging in to try it again, Jordan Luplow. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ready for another chance. Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Let's go. Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line hard, but foul.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Line hard. Foul.
Hey, like you can, like you can.
Another 0-2 coming. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reyes has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
4-2 the final score today. The Detroit Tigers.
Okay, gonna finish these 3 games, and that's it.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Michael Fulmer gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dero? You got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the...
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's 4-2.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Skied into very shallow right.
You're scoring, you're scoring, you're scoring.
Soler is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited. Digging in once again, Rob Farr. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. So his remarkable season continues, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty B. And hey, you don't see this very often, Dero. A lot of runs scored and a lot of home runs. This is a big ballpark.
Ready to take his hacks again, Rob Farr, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So
at the plate, Rob Farr, and he always poses a threat, of course, one of the true superstars in the game today. First pitch on its way, and this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Royals have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Kansas City Royals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Kansas City Royals. Matthew Boyd is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Whit Merrifield, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 0-1 delivery. A line shot to third base. Next for the Tigers, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. This could be two. There's Merrifield.
Run it out.
On to first. A double play.
I hate that. I hate it when you double plays.
Seventh inning ready to roll. So next to the plate for the Royals, Hunter Dozier. He's working on a 1-for-3. The soft liner to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there. Stepping into the box, Rob Farr.
Third baseman, Rob Farr.
First pitch on its way. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike.
Here we go. Come on, let it fly right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Calhoun
is put in play to the right side of the infield. Merrifield brings it in. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
First baseman.
So striding forward now, A.J. Reed. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Devo. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it.
Stepping in, Rob Farr. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a high drive to right center field. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now he's safe at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Oh, man, he smoked that.
Nice job adding to their lead right there. He'll find a way to get all the way around to third on the triple. And with it, this becomes a 6-run ball game.
Standing in, Willie Calhoun. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reyes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Tigers get just the 1. We've played 8 full.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
10-4 the final in this game. The Tigers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
I'm going to take that. Me there. Okay. I know, Tigers didn't make the playoffs.
an early winter check-in. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season.
One quick.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good...
Play ball. He's out. Out. You're out. Ball four. Take the man.
Stepping up now, Rob Farr, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Brantley. Gone!
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. In now, Rob Farr. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Brantley.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Michael.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. He's down to third. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down.
At the plate, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer. Digging in, A.J. Reed.
Now batting, first baseman, A.J.
0-1 count and the pitch. Popped him up. Lindor shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Jalen Davis. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hard on the ground towards short. And they will get the force at third, and that's that. Tigers get just the 1. Number 19 will look for some 2-out magic here.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to.
That's it for now. All right, guys, I'll be back. As soon as I get to my